very happy and pleased that you are still following our videos, okay? And if this is the first time to watch this video, please subscribe and like, comment, okay? This is IT Labs UJ. Yeah, we are here to tell you more about information technology, or IT, and computer science, okay? Our topic is all about technology, so stay tuned, subscribe, wait and see the upcoming content, okay? Yeah, now in today's tutorial we are going to look about creating the simplest program in Python, and this program, it's a hello world program, okay? Yeah, so in a few minutes let's dive in and see what's gonna happen there. Okay, so now we have dived into another tutorial, yeah, of writing our first Python program, and this will be a hello world program. Yeah, initially we looked at the introduction to Python, so we are here to study and continue with the hello world program as the first or initial program in Python. Yeah, hello world program, it's the simplest program we can do ever with Python, okay? Yeah, and by the way, running Python code, this hello world program can be done in very many ways, okay? Running Python code is in very many ways, and the first way of running Python code is using the Python interactive shell. And to use the Python interactive shell, simply go into the command prompt on your computer, then you type there just type there Python, then you'll get the Python interactive shell. Here I can print my country, Uganda, then it will be printed. Or I can add 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6, okay? Or I can also do 3 times 5 plus 6. Who can guess the answer there? The answer there, as I see, it's 21, because the multiplication sign will be the one considered first. Then the answer will be 3 times 5, which is 15, plus 6, which is 21, okay? Now this is the Python interactive shell that we can use, but besides this, there are some other ways that we can run Python code, and another second way that we can run Python code is using the notepad. Using the notepad that comes with the computer. Just run, press Control Windows button, then R to run, to bring up this dialog box, then type in notepad, then this is the notepad plus. This application comes with a computer, and it's on every computer, okay? Yeah, so this one can also our code can also be written in this notepad editor, okay? We simply write print, then print hello world. Then after that, let's save our file on the desktop. Let me call it hello world program. Then after that, we need to specify that it's a Python file. As you see here, it's a .txt file, meaning it's a text file. So if I just remove this dot, then I save it, it will be a text file, so Python won't know on how to run this program, okay? So we need to save it using the Python extension, which is .py, okay? For example, so C++ has its own extension, and JavaScript has its own extension, .js. PHP also has its own extension, which is PHP, and other programs and other programming languages have their own file extensions. So with Python, we have a .py extension, Then we save the file on our desktop. As you see, it's here, it has appeared here. So now to run it, we need to launch the command prompt. I press Windows button R to run command prompt, or I can just press the Windows button, then I search for command prompt. Yeah, it has come there, so I run it. Then to run the Hello World program or app that we have built, just drag the file and drop it in the notepad. Drag the file and drop it in the command prompt, then press enter. So wow, we can see that the Hello World program is working very correctly. Now, apart from the notepad, what are other code editors? For example, I have here Sublime Text. Okay, Sublime Text, it's somehow far more better than Notepad. Okay, how? We saw that Notepad, all the code, it's in white. Okay, if you type the code print my name, which is Moses Whiteman, we can see that everything is in black and white. Okay, there is no way to read the code with ease, to know the difference between the words that you have typed. So it's difficult. But with the Sublime Text, we can see that we are going to see that it's somehow far more better than Notepad plus. It's better than Notepad. Yeah. So let's first save Sublime Hello World .py. Why are we doing this? We are doing this in order for the Sublime Text to recognize that, okay, they are going to program in Python, so it will format the code according to the standards of Python. Okay, yeah. So if we type here print my name initially, if I say that print my name, which was Moses Whiteman, we see that print is in blue, then Moses Whiteman, it's in yellow, and the curly brackets are in white. Okay, let's try the if statements and see. If 3 is less than 5, then we can print something here. Print 3, print 3 is less than 5. Okay, so here we can see that Sublime Text is formatting. It's formatting the program or the code according to the standards of Python. Now, where does the problem comes from? Actually, there are very many code editors. Sublime, it's a code editor, and there are very many other code editors, like we have Sublime Text Editor, Notepad++, and other code editors. Now, where does the problem comes from? Since that these are all code editors, they also have limitations. Now, what if I had like hundreds or even thousands of scripts that I had to write, or I had to program to develop a particular real-world program? So this Sublime Text code editor wouldn't have been my favorite code editor to use. Okay, it couldn't be my favorite option. Okay, so in this case, coding a real-world program that will have hundreds and thousands of files or scripts, we need an integrated development environment, or IDE. Okay, integrated development environment, or IDE. It's IDE, which stands for integrated development environment. Okay, now there are very many types of IDEs depending on the language that you are using. Yeah, because all of us know that there are very many kinds of languages. There are very many forms of programming languages that people use used in different sectors and different developments, okay, and all of them use their particular IDEs, okay. For example, like developing mobile apps, Android Studio, it's worldwide known as the #1 IDE for developing mobile apps. It's Android Studio. Now, developing also other computer apps or desktop apps using Java, we have what we call IntelliJ IDEA. It's also known for developing of mobile and desktop apps, okay, but specifically for Java, okay. So we also have code blocks, and these code blocks it's the major or #1 IDE for C, C# and C++. All these three languages specifically for code blocks. Okay, code blocks, it is responsible for these three languages: C, C# and C++. Now you may ask yourself a question, what's the favorite, or what's the #1 IDEA or integrated development environment for Python? Okay, now the answer is that with Python we have a specific perfect IDE called PyCharm. Yeah, PyCharm. Now you may ask yourself again, why is it that IDE you may ask yourself a question, that why is it that integrated development environments are considered than code editors? There are some few benefits of using an IDE, and the first benefit is that it formats the code, which is not the case with the code editors. You can also debug your program, or you can debug your code using an IDE, but you can't do it with a code editor. We also see that you can handle very many projects in one IDE. You can create several number of projects in one IDE, which is not the same case with a code editor. It doesn't deal with projects, okay, and yet developing huge applications that will be widely used. We need to it's compulsory that a project will be needed for that particular application, okay. So let's proceed on seeing how can we get PyCharm. Where do we get PyCharm, and how do you download it to put it under usage? Okay, now to download PyCharm we need to head over to jetbrains.com then /PyCharm, jetbrains.com then /PyCharm, and then here we shall choose the community edition of PyCharm. Why? This is because the other edition, it's paid, okay. If you need to use it, you need to pay for it, okay. So this community one, it's free of charge, okay. You can download it and use it, though it has some limitations, okay. Yeah, it has some limitations, but for now it will work perfectly for our programs that we are gonna make with Python, okay. Yeah, okay. After downloading the community version of PyCharm, mine is here under downloads. It's in compressed and it's here. Yeah, so we can now install it on our computer. Just double click it and you wait for it to install. Press next and next. So check all these buttons. Check all these buttons. Add bin folder to path here, then press next, then install. So let's wait for the program to install and we proceed with our tutorial, okay. Yeah, now that our installation has finished, we need to reboot our computer in order to apply all the changes, okay. Yeah, so we are gonna press on reboot now, then we press finish in order for our computer to reboot and apply the changes. And we'll be back again. Yeah, so after restarting our computer, Yeah, here we see that PyCharm has already even overtaken. Yeah, it has overtaken these two files that we created first, the Hello World and the Sublime Hello World programs. Okay, now PyCharm, it's here. This is the original application. Yeah, it's version 2021.3. By the time I did this video, that was the version. Currently I don't know what's the version. Yeah, but that's the application. So let's open it for the first time. Double click on it, and we go through the process of setting it and configuring it to create our first program, Hello World, but this time around using PyCharm. Now here, do not import settings. Okay, yeah, so that's our first launching of the PyCharm editor. First of all, we are gonna create our new project. Okay, we are gonna create our new project. We shall give it a name. Here up. We shall give it a first project. Okay, let's name it. Okay, first project. I was gonna name it Hello World, but naming it first project, it's more better. Yeah, that's first project. Okay, then if you want, you can browse for the location where you want your project to be saved. Okay, but right now I want it to be in this location that I want. This is the location that I want. So here we need to configure the interpreter. Right now, we remember initially in our introduction to Python tutorial, we installed Python 3.7, yeah, 0.9. okay, and this is the only version of Python we have. But if we had other versions of Python like 2.7, 3.0, yeah, 3.8, okay, we could have chose them from here. But since we only have Python 3.7, it's the only Python version that we have, so we shall go with it. Okay, yeah, these are optional. You can either click them according to what you are gonna do to make this project to all projects. Okay, and inherit global site packages. Okay, me right now I'm not going to click them because I don't need them for now. Okay, yeah, so if you want, you can click them. So then you click create. Yeah, so it's loading. This is our PyCharm editor specifically for Python language, or for Python programming. These are help tips. If you want, you can click next and you read throughout all of them, because they teach you on how to use this PyCharm editor. Okay, yeah, but if you are not interested in them, then you close and wait for the program to load. Wow, we'll be back into our PyCharm editor. Right now it's brand new and it has nothing with it. Okay, yeah, it only has the default code that comes along with it. Okay, and this is the main.py file having this code that comes with it initially. Okay, here you are seeing the word VENV standing for virtual environment. VENV, yeah, it stands for virtual environment. We shall look at it later in the episodes to come. Right now we have our main.py file here. We can delete it and we start afresh with our own Python files. Okay, so let's delete that one. Then we shall right click on the first project that we chose, then new Python file. Okay, let's name it Hello World. Then after creating our first Python project, then we are gonna print the word we're gonna print the word hello world. Okay, yeah, so before we print the word hello world, there are very many ways of printing this word into the console. The first one, it's running this rectangle button, this triangle button, clicking on it. It's green in color, but if I click this green triangle button, we are not going to see hello world program. Why? If you look here in our drop down box here, we are seeing a main.py. It's the file they are running, yet we have already deleted it. Okay, so that means for the first time, if you want to run the code, if you have created a new file and you want to run that code in that file for the first time, you need to right click in this space and then click on run hello world. This is the name of our file. Okay, so if I run hello world, we shall see the output here in the console, hello world, and even here we shall see that now our drop down list has now changed into hello world. Okay, yeah, so if I close now, even though I run this triangle green button, it will still print hello world. Okay, yeah, I can print hello world times 3. Okay, hello world times 3. I see that hello world is printed 3 times. Okay, for now, thank you so much. Our hello world program is again done. Yeah, so let's wait in the next episode where we are gonna dive into now real Python coding. We are gonna look at variables, data types, statements, if statements, and decision making, and many other kinds of Python concepts. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Stay tuned, subscribe for more videos that will come next. Okay, subscribe in that if we upload more videos of IT Lab, you are able and capable to view them. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching.